G'day everyone, I'm Kinunners and Blaze, and welcome back to episode number 41 of the Tri-Point podcast with Kinunners and myself.
Number 41.
Super quick, super speedy.
Super
Super
speed.
speedy. I must apologise straight away. Bird being extra loud today.
Yeah,
Therefore might be loud later, who knows.
maybe.
Oh, golly. Anyway, lots of things to speak about. Do you have any little things?
No. Nope.
Have any little things? I have little things. The first thing is Sonic Superstars was considered a disappointment.
Oh.
Makes me sad because I like Superstars.
Is it a disappointment?
Yeah,
By who?
segue.
Oh.
Sega.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes me sad because I like that game. I mean, it didn't help that
Yeah.
they released it like, what, a week before Mario Wonder?
Yeah.
That was the worst possible time. Oh, no.
What
Anyway.
are you gonna do, I suppose?
Other little
Wait,
thing.
I have...
Other
oh,
little
okay,
thing.
you have more?
You have a little thing?
Yeah, I just thought about it then. I didn't talk about it in the last video, but when I was talking about Xenoblade,
Yeah.
its OST is amazing.
Oh,
As well.
it's OST. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget music because I'm not, like, I'm someone who criticizes music. Like,
Yeah.
I'll criticize every other media form under the sun. Not music, though.
Yeah.
Or books. I'm like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about music when I'm doing things.
Yes, I love Xenoblade's OST.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like it as well. Whenever I actually get around to setting up a proper work playlist to listen to while I'm editing and stuff like that, that is definitely going to be some of the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, another little thing that I sent you a video of before, Christmas Sonic. This is like, was it
When
like
I saw the art style, I didn't know what I was getting into.
yeah. It was like a. Oh, it's very reminiscent of like the old Christmas movies, like the old stop motion ones.
Yeah.
They're like a very old, like, and the other thing it reminded me of was like the Sonic, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Christmas special that we had on DVD.
Oh, yes.
Completely. It really reminded me of
You're
that.
right.
Oh gosh, and yeah, Shadow stole the sleigh.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
He's Grinch.
He's the Grinch. He's the Grinch. I like that they got. I wouldn't have expected it for something small like this. However, they had the whole movie voice cast in there.
Yeah. I was fully expecting like different voices, and then they.
Like, I always
They
expect
had their
Colleen to be there
voices.
for Tails.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't like Ben Schwartz seems to be showing up a lot of Sonic lately. That's fine. And then Idris Elba, is he not busy?
Wasn't expecting.
Is Idris Elba not busy? And Keanu Reeves, like,
Yeah.
like, are they not busy?
Well, actually, I could kind of see Keanu doing it anyway. He's the type of guy that absolutely would.
That's true. And Idris really likes being Knuckles, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you notice
I
he
guess it
had
makes
grapes?
He did.
Yeah, grapes on his sweater. I was very happy. Oh, really? Oh gosh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but the fact that they got the entire voice cast
To
and they
do-
made like a whole song.
Yeah.
Like, why is there so much effort?
I don't know how I missed it, because is it on the official channel, or is it on Paramount's channel?
It's on Paramount.
It was on okay, that's how I missed it then. Because I was like, I didn't see it for like 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see it till last night.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Where did this come from? A very Sonic Christmas. I like how out of proportion Knuckles is in.
I can't- It's so funny looking.
And why is Sonic such a dark shade of blue?
I don't know. Tails has the plane.
Yeah, he does.
on his
It's
sweater.
great. I like it. Wait, what is Sonic over here? Your words are
chili
covering
dog.
it up. I can't see it. Okay. And I like that it's grapes and then like rings underneath Knuckles.
Yeah.
I think the grapes are like meant
Should
to
have
be
been
like
emeralds.
yeah. I think the grapes are meant to be like replacing like mistletoe,
Yeah.
which I think is hilarious. Oh golly. Yeah, no, it's just funny.
So why are they the same height as Santa?
That is Santa's maybe Santa's an elf
Santa's
himself.
short.
I like how Santa like reckons Sonic is like the half, like not as quite as quick as him.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Oh golly. And
They did bring up a very good point though.
what's that?
If Shadow can teleport, why does he need the sleigh?
Exactly. The other thing is, what happened to Santa's reindeer? Why is Knuckles gliding the...
Yeah, what?
Knuckles does not make sense because he would be slowly going down the whole time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense for Tails to be steering it?
You're slowly falling.
Maybe they started really high up and then like they used the rings for the rest of the way. They didn't even need the sled.
They started at like
the sled.
almost space altitude.
They started on the arc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought so.
Those snowmen look like Dr. Eggman.
Oh, did they? I didn't even realize.
I just noticed.
I'm looking at the list of names on the Naughty of Nice list. I don't
Oh yeah.
recognize most of them. I would think they're probably like producers or something.
Probably.
I think. Do you think M. Jordan's Michael Jordan? I have no idea. And then there's like, yeah, Ivo and Gerald Robotnik, which I thought was hilarious. When I first watched it, I thought I only saw the G Robotnik. I'm like, wait, only Gerald?
Oh, yeah, only Gerald did.
Oh golly. Anyway, yeah, that was a funny thing that came out. It goes for 2 minutes. I was not expecting it. Anyway,
I don't know what to think of it, honestly.
next thing to talk about is the Sonic Cross Shadow Generations movie shadow crossover thingy. I'm surprised. I find it interesting. At least I didn't see it in the Game Awards. There was no trailer for it in the Game Awards.
No, I don't think there was.
Therefore, that's why I ended up sending it to you before, because it wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
I
there,
definitely
but
didn't see it before.
However, they released it like right before they released the trailer for Crossworlds, like on their channel.
Yeah.
It's very odd. Oh, but yeah, Keanu Reeves' shadow is in Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. It is very out of place.
It looks so strange.
Like, I thought. I guess we haven't really seen fur textures in the Hedgehog engine too, really. Like,
Yeah.
Because it looks very flat.
Oh, it's odd looking.
It looks very strange, and the problem with it as well, it's not as noticeable in the trailer. However, in the actual game when you're running around as him, I think he's slimmer,
Oh.
which makes him look really tall.
Yeah.
He looks like Boom Shadow running around. I was
Oh no.
I'm like, oh, this is very odd.
Oh, Boom Shadow. Can I also just say in that trailer, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves in like the actual trailer for the third movie, he sounds great, right? He does a great job.
yeah.
For some reason here he sounds really flat.
He does, doesn't he? And I think it's because he probably hasn't had that much direct. I think this was rushed. The DLC.
It probably was.
Because I'll tell you why. Because at least I haven't seen it yet. It says Act 1 in the game, and there is no Act 2.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that's weird.
Unless it unlocks after I finish the game, because I haven't finished it yet. However, yeah, it says only Act 1, and it has 2 challenge stages with it as well.
Yeah. It seems kind of just like it was a...
Yeah,
Quick,
it seems
chuck it in there.
very tacked on. It
Okay.
sounds like they quickly called up Keanu and was like, "Guy, please record some lines."
Yeah. Speak a few words or something. I just noticed. I was like, he sounds... Yeah.
Yeah, it is very odd. Yeah, and I don't understand what's going on with the textures. I don't understand why some of them are really like low quality.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's for the Switch mainly. However, like
I assume so.
they could simply make the Switch version look worse and leave every other version alone. Like they don't have to make them all look strange because of it.
Yeah.
Because like if you look at his model, like I don't think he actually has any fluff coming off the model itself. I think it's all flat.
It is. He's not like... You know?
It looks strange. It looks strange in the game as well. It is really odd.
Yeah. I don't
And
know, I just thought it was odd.
the level itself is, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. However, like, it's not to the standard of the other levels. Does that make sense? Which is another thing that makes me think it was quickly put together. Like, like the other levels in the Shadow Generations part, well, this style of Sonic game, it's all linear anyway. There's a lot more places to, like, explore in the stages with the Shadow stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this one is, like, very linear.
Yeah.
And like, there's this,
It was
this
like
whole
a regular
part.
level.
You spend, like, I want to say at least a third grinding on, like, a subway. Or something like that. Not a subway, like, it's above ground. It's like a train yard.
Oh, okay.
It's like Subway Surfers, where you have, like, go in between the trains and all that sort of thing. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw her. And go on top of the trains and all that sort of thing. Like, there's little shortcuts and things you can take. However, like, there's none that lead to, like, different areas of shortcuts, like in the main game and all that sort of thing. Like the rest of it.
Yeah, it's just like a little...
And it's very odd
It's
what happens as
missing.
well, because when you go in, it says, like, oh, you must complete, like, the first act of the first stage to unlock the movie stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I already did it anyway, therefore I wandered over there. And then, like, all that happens is this ring suddenly appears. And he looks at it and he puts his hand on it and he gets sucked into it. And, like, that's it. That's the story. That's how he gets there.
That's... Wow.
I'm like, okay. It was hilarious hearing Keanu Reeves' voice, though. Come out of it. And
It's always funny hearing him.
I think I may have been mistaken. However, does it say in this trailer somewhere that it's an unlockable skin?
I think so.
I thought it did as well. I includes
I
the
thought
pack.
it did.
Maybe it's not. No, because it's not. It's like, because you can't use it in the game, like, other than in the movie
Yeah.
thing. That's it. Which is kind of disappointing.
I thought it was for some reason.
Yeah, as did I. Yeah, it's only in that one level that you can use the skin and the challenges.
Yeah.
Which is
So
like,
why do his shoes look like sneakers from the top? What?
notice he's got the blue, like, the fire underneath him as well, like in the movie.
Yeah. Well, that's the movie one. That kind of makes sense. But
Yeah, I don't know. Oh golly. Yeah, it is. It's very strange.
it's just odd.
It is it's quite odd. However, like, at the same time, I'm like, I mean, it's a nice
Okay.
bonus at the very least. Like, it doesn't matter. There is actually a good amount of references in the background. I won't point them all out. However, there's I'll point a couple of them out. There's, like, the Mean Bean Cafe.
Is there?
Yeah, it's like over on the right or something when he's looking at himself and all that sort of thing. And then on the left side of him, when he's
Oh.
looking at himself, there's Rouge.
Why? What?
I'm on 18 seconds.
Yeah.
If you look to the left of him, underneath his left hand,
Why?
there's a sign in the background that says Rouge.
Oh, there is too.
And then, yeah, if you go further,
Right.
I don't know if it's in the trailer or not. However, in the game itself, you can see, like, the Mean Bean Cafe and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stage isn't even named something fun. It's called Tokyo, not like Tokyo
Okay.
Run or anything like that. Tokyo
It is
Escape.
just Tokyo.
It's simply Tokyo. Felt very Sonic Unleashed in a way because it's like almost a real world looking place.
Yeah.
Oh god! And that scene where he goes backwards off the tower.
Yeah.
That's not actually a cutscene.
What?
That's the end result screen when you get the S rank.
Oh, what?
Fun fact.
Okay. Seems extremely dramatic.
I actually prefer the A rank one, to be honest with you. The A rank one's way better. Anyway, yeah, he's really dramatic about getting the S rank. Literally,
He
he like
wanted
falls
that
down,
S rank.
lands, and then says "perfect" in Keanu Reeves' voice. And I'm like,
That's amazing.
oh, and he's it kind of confused me a little bit because I was playing his movie Shadow, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then he attacks the GUN copter, and like
Yeah.
and all that, and I was like, oh yeah, the movie Shadow would definitely do that. And then he goes and saves the guy out of it. I'm like, wait, this is movie. Oh wait, no, it's actual Shadow.
Oh.
He's simply being.
No, it is actual Shadow. That's right.
That's
yeah.
why he saves it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. What's hilarious as well is the enemies are like the robots, like the GUN robots out of Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
Have we even seen if GUN have robots in the movies? Like,
Maybe look. It's a tiny spoiler, possibly,
it's tiny spoiler. They have the movies. They have the robots from the games.
for some reason.
Meanwhile,
They
Eggman
don't
doesn't.
seem to elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was very. I mean, I know they had to put something in there. Like, it was funny.
Yeah.
So, and the collectibles in this stage are like posters. And not even
Okay.
actual posters from the movie. They're posters of the model from the game, the movie model from the game, standing in different positions. And it looks really awkward. Oh, it's such a strange thing. It kind of upsets me. I think it's fine. It kind of upsets me as well, because when they said there was another level coming out, which, like, they said that way back before the game even came out. It was always part of the Digital Deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Whenever they said that cover coming out, I was really hoping, because there's no levels from Shadow's own game in it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping it was Sky Troops. No such luck, however. Tokyo, Act 1. Maybe there might be an Act 2 after. I haven't got there yet. However, like, because he does say, like, before he goes back through the ring to go back into the main dimension, he does say, "I'll be back,"
Yeah.
which is either a really good Terminator reference, or or it's referencing that he might be back for a second act, or it's simply referencing the movie.
Yeah, it could be anything.
I
really.
have a feeling it's the movie, to be honest. More than anything.
Probably.
But like, yeah, there could be an Act 2 at the moment, though. It means I have to finish the stage. Like, I got up to the final boss, right, of the main game.
Yeah.
And then found out, because you know the Doom Wings that you can get?
Yep.
That essentially acts as Super Shadow in this game.
What?
Like, you have to
Okay.
get 50 rings to use them.
Oh.
And instead of, which this is something the Generations, I don't even know if the new Generations version of Generations has done it or not. This is what the normal Generations should do, though, as well with Supersonic, is instead of having Shadow run through the same stage, I mean, it is the same stage you run through, however, it's like a Doom Wing version of the stage.
Oh.
Therefore, you can, like, it's the same stage, however, you get different times for whether you're using the Doom Wings
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
Which is way better than the Supersonic stuff in the normal Generations, where it simply doesn't count your time.
Yeah, it's simply just regular old stage.
Yeah, exactly. If I was like, okay. However, yeah, I realized right before I went to do the final boss that I haven't done any of the Doomwing stuff, because the Doomwing's the last one you get, the ability.
Yeah.
And the first one. It's the first and the last one. You use it briefly in the first level.
Oh,
For
okay.
the first time, and then, like, you don't get it again till the end. However, like, yeah, and now I'm going back through all the stages trying to get the S ranks for them
Oh, goodness.
as well. And it's made, I don't know whether the Doomwings did it or simply that I've passed the boss battles. However, it never told me. However, the boss battles have been changed to hard versions as well.
Oh.
And I have to go back and do them again, and I cannot
Weird.
defeat Metal Sonic.
It's always Metal Sonic.
My gosh. He is frustratingly
course.
difficult. Well, actually, sorry, Metal Overlord, because he's like transforming into his dragony form from Heroes. However, like,
Close enough.
it's because, like, the Manta Ray form that Shadow has is, I mean, it's not bad, however, like, it's a little bit awkward to control.
Yeah.
And the entirety of Metal Sonic's boss battle has you, like, on top of it because you're going over water.
Yeah.
It's a little bit awkward to control.
So it's
Like,
kind of just.
I try to
yeah,
go
a
up
bit
this
weird.
ramp to get to a ring to hit him a little bit earlier, and I keep missing the ramp because, like, I can't get onto the right spot.
The ramp is evasive.
And I can't get the S rank without hitting him earlier, because you need, like, the time for the Metal Sonic one, even on the normal difficulty, is really strict.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh. No. Anyway, that's enough Sonic Cross Generations. We need
Yeah.
to talk about the Video Game Awards.
I think that's our cue.
It is our cue. Oh my god. We need to talk about the video game awards that happened last week. When this video comes out, it'll be exactly a week.
Yeah.
We're very late. However, I guess it can act as a... Now that everything's settled down over the last week and everyone's got their thoughts on I guess.
Everyone's doing their
For us it
things.
won't, because it was only like 4 days ago for us. Like...
Yeah.
However, for everyone else, yeah. Anyway, shall we go... Let's go through the winners first, and then we'll go over
Should we start with the winners? Yeah.
Yeah. Do we go over everything, or do we simply go to the categories we're actually worried
I
about?
think we just go to the categories we're worried about, to be honest.
What's the first one? Most anticipated game?
First one was best. Depends. What video are you going?
Sorry?
Depends what video are you going on.
Oh, you're going for the video? I've actually got the website up.
Oh, okay. You go
Which
through the website.
Yeah. The website tells you all the winners.
Yeah.
Which is an easy way to do it than trying to skim through the video to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it. Oh, God. Yeah, most anticipated is first, and Grand Theft Auto 6 won, which I'm not surprised about.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It would be nice to see. I honestly do reckon that Metro Prime 4 is closely behind it in votes.
I reckon it would be.
Because a lot of people really want it. I know all these games, except I have no clue what Monster Hunter Wilds is like. I know all these games are really highly anticipated. However,
yeah.
there's a stigma behind Metro Prime 4 because it's been such a long time in the making.
Yeah.
And then Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's Grand Theft Auto. That was inevitable.
Yep.
And then best adaptation. I mean, this one I knew was going to happen as well.
Fallout.
I mean, you like Fallout, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I did. I think it's deserved,
Yeah, I mean, it probably is.
personally.
I'm not interested in watching it personally.
Yeah.
Knuckles had my vote, and I might watch the Tomb Raider show eventually because it's an anime.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were expecting I don't know if you saw when it was announced as best adaptation. In the
Kind of, yeah.
the Todd Howard, the Fallout game director, and I think the either producer or director of the series went up on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And he was saying oh, I didn't actually have anything planned out for this because I was trying to figure out what to say when Arcane won again, or something like that, or something similar to that.
I did not see that.
I thought that was hilarious. Wow.
Oh, I have a little bit of faith.
No, he was it was a joke mainly. How it was
Yeah.
he was gonna I think he was gonna boo if Arcane came up or something as a joke.
Yeah. That's funny.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I'm like, wow.
It's oh, wow, I won. No, what do I say now?
Because I think Arcane won last year, I think.
I
that be right?
think. Is that whenever it's season 1 came out, I think.
Yeah, because it's season 2 this year.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know. That's absolutely hilarious. And I saw that, who was it? The two Ellies that announced it? I think it was the person who plays Ellie in the. Oh, what's the game called? Last of Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the person who plays Ellie in the game, and then the person who plays it on the show. I think.
Yeah.
It may be an Ellie, maybe in a different character. I have no clue. No, because they were talking. I have no idea. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know anything about The Last of Us.
No, neither.
But they both came out and they announced it, which I thought was another funny thing. There's a lot of funny little theatrics, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I like the show portion. I know a lot of people only watch the announcements and the awards parts. I like the fun show part.
Yeah.
Okay, and next is best multiplayer.
Best multiplayer.
I mean, I kind of wish Mario Party won, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. And then next is best sports and racing, EA Sports, FC, Oh, god. Where's the next one we're interested?
It's what are we up to?
Best family. I mean, Astrobot won this. This is probably the only one I would say I'm not happy with.
Yeah.
I think Mario Party should have won this, personally. Because...
Well, because it's one of those things, right, where we were still trying to figure out how half of these things went into family game, apart from just being, like, family rated.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where, like, I mean, yeah, it is family rated. That's great. Like, the whole family can sit down and watch. However, like, when you think of a family game...
Yeah, when I think of family game, I think, like, the whole squad's playing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think as well, which... To be completely honest with you, the only one that fits that category in the entire lot of them is Mario Party.
Yep, exactly.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, next up, Tekken 8 won one of them. Okay. Best RPG. I'm very happy with this one.
Yes.
I am very happy. Like, I know Final Fantasy VII didn't win, which would have been my pick. However, like, Metaphor deserved it.
Absolutely.
Honestly. And
we haven't even played it.
Yeah.
And we can say...
And Sega deserved it.
Yes.
They deserve a win.
Finally. After so long. Not really getting anything with Persona ever as well.
Sonic.
Finally.
Like a Dragon even didn't win anything, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am glad that they finally got a win. And Metaphor won multiple categories, as we'll get to. Which
it did.
I'm very... Yeah, clap to Sega. Oh, God. And Atlas. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, Atlas is finally getting something.
Yeah. And then Action Adventure, Astrobot. I'm not surprised there. I feel like they shouldn't put Action and Adventure in the same category.
They are two different things.
Like, yeah, you can have action adventure games, yes. However, like, I think it would fit better if you had an action category and an adventure category.
They should be separate. Yeah.
Oh golly, I am surprised at how much Star Wars Outlaws was in the nominees, because I thought people did not like that game.
I thought everyone hated it, but here we are.
I don't know. Yeah. Astrobot won action adventure.
Yeah.
And then best action.
Yeah.
Which was Black Myth Wukong, which that's good as well. I know that was.
Don't think that surprised anyone either.
That's a game that, what I understand, sort of came out of nowhere and people really liked. I'm very surprised that Pal World was not in any of the runnings.
Yeah, actually.
I remember that the other day. I was like, did Pal World come out this year? I think it came out this year.
It did, yeah. It was they mentioned it somewhere.
Yeah, they did, because the DLC was announced.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised, though, because Pal World
I think it was in the first round of the Players' Choice as well.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was popular when it came out.
If I'm remembering correctly.
It was massive when it came out.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am very surprised it's not in more categories.
Yeah, off memory, I think it was in the Player's Choice stuff.
Yeah. And then best VR was Batman, but I understand, like, it's extremely faithful, judging by what I saw at the Game Awards.
Okay.
Therefore, yeah,
That's good.
Good for it.
Yeah.
That makes me sound sarcastic. I'm being...
No, well, we haven't done much with VR.
Now, best mobile game is
while,
Balatro.
Yeah.
Which, the guy for Balatro didn't show up to the Game Awards, but I understand. They made it. The one guy who made it.
Interesting.
He sent like 2 other guys there. You told me Wuthering Waves looks like every generic anime mobile game ever, right?
It does.
I saw the stuff in the Game Awards.
It looks like every generic...
It looks amazing!
You're right, but it also looks like every generic game ever.
Oh my gosh! You ride dragons!
Yeah.
I didn't give it like a second thought when you first told me. It's like, oh, it looks like every other mobile anime game ever.
It does. Like...
It does, you're correct. But like, it looks amazing. And I think they even used it... Was it that they used to announce it? It may have been that or another game they used to announce that Google Play is now on PC.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. That is very strange to think about. Which means I can now either play Sonic Rumble on Steam or Google Play PC.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, though. But I understand Bellatrix very much deserved to win this category anyway.
As far as I hear, yes.
Oh, golly. And best debut indie was Bellatrix as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then best indie game was Bellatrix.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
It must be good, I guess. I don't...
It does kind of make me sad to see that Animal Well didn't win anything. I don't even know what Animals Well is like. However, I know people really like it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then best community support goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
That is not surprising at all.
I don't know.
From what I've heard, that one makes sense.
Okay. Skip past best ongoing because there's nothing that interesting in there. Games for impact, never.
Never.
I have no idea.
That's the weird. Is that the one with the weird wolf thing?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Innovation and accessibility, Prince of Persia. I don't know what its accessibility options are, however, it must have something.
Neither do I, but good for you, Prince of Persia.
Oh, golly. Best performance was Melina Druidgens, I apologize, for Senua Saga, which I am not surprised about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, that whole, like, she won it before for the first one.
Yeah, she did.
In the
didn't
past. And therefore, yeah, like, that whole game series, like, those two games are, like, all about their story and everything like that, therefore it doesn't surprise me. Where are we here? Best audio design, Senua Saga, makes sense.
Yeah.
Best score and music.
Yeah.
I'm happy about this one. I mean, and a little bit confused because I do think Metaphor probably has the better OST. However,
Yeah. Well, that
however,
was a little bit weird. But
Final Fantasy VII got something, and it makes me happy.
I know. I think everyone's excited.
Oh,
Like,
God.
well, Final Fantasy, they made it for once in their life.
Yeah. Oh god. And then best art direction. I mean, it's literally the only one there in my opinion that it's on a different level. Like it's an Atlas game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not saying that the others are bad art directions. I don't even know what Never looks like. However, like
How did
it's an Atlas
Elden
game.
Ring get nominated for this?
To me, Elden Ring is very generic.
Yeah, it looks like every Skyrim-looking game ever.
Yeah. Well, I found out Elden Ring doesn't even support widescreen the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, that's such a modern game. Why does it not support widescreen?
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, Metaphor deserved it.
yeah. Best narrative. I'm actually surprised by this and happy.
Yeah.
Good job, Metaphor.
The Metaphor is taking it.
I mean, to be fair, if Metaphor or Like a Dragon won, this Sega would have had a win anyway.
Yeah.
Best game direction, Astrobot.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I guess.
Game of the year was Astrobot as well. And then the player's voice was Black Myth Wukong as well, before I forget about that. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. Game of the year was Astrobot.
I think those both make sense from what I understand.
Glad it's Astrobot.
Yes. Can I also just say I'm glad that the player's voice wasn't Genshin?
Yeah. Nor was it Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Nor did Elden Ring get anything.
It did not.
Oh, golly.
Oh god, it makes it. It
Makes it
sound
sound
we
really
hate
like
Elden
biased
Ring.
against Elden Ring, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like, here's the thing, right? I have not played Elden Ring, but we've both talked about this before previously. Where if I sat down and played Elden Ring, we know that I would love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have anything against Elden Ring, but
It shouldn't
why
have,
is the DLC here?
the DLC shouldn't have been there. Yeah, exactly right. Oh golly, that was hilarious. Yeah, Astrobot deserved to win that, and I bet Sony are kicking themselves for pouring all their resources into Concord earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. Not really.
Concord was their live service game that they tried to really push earlier in the year, and then they pulled the servers a week
I
after.
knew it was a thing, but
because it failed horribly.
Yep.
And they put lots of money into that game, and then Astrobot, by comparison, was a very cheaply made game.
Yeah.
And it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
One game of the year. Maybe, hopefully that'll show Sony that it's not all about live service games. Because that's all they seem to be doing lately. For the most part. Like, oh, golly. And when Astrobot inevitably comes to PC, I'm definitely playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. Anyway, yeah, that was the awards part of the Game Awards.
Yeah. Which
Overall.
I think was and weird Game Awards in general, but it somehow managed to be okay.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I like. Overall, I think the picks are quite balanced. I think is the best thing.
Yeah.
It's not like, this one game won every single category under the sun, like Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring did during their times. Like, it's like.
And yeah, it's nice to finally see like a proper, like actual RPG game. You know, like metaphor, win something.
It was nice to see
for once.
Like Balatro, it was nice to see another indie in Game of the Year.
Yeah, actually,
And it was nice to see, as Jeff said on stage as well. I can't remember which game. I think it's Black Myth. Wukong, I think is the one made in China.
Yeah, I think that's what
it's like the first Chinese game in Game of the Year. That's neat.
Yeah, which is great.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jeff was really good actually this year.
This time, yeah.
Yeah. He has his moments.
It's a little weird sometimes, but
I don't know. Did you watch any of the pre-show?
no.
Oh, okay. With like Sydney doing all the presenting.
No, I didn't.
Sydney was talking about because they showed off a trailer for. We'll get to the announcements in a second. Now they showed off a trailer for Slay the Spire 2, I think it was. It's like a card game. Our brother plays the first one a lot.
Yeah.
And we're like Sydney, who was announcing, she's like, I am super excited for the second one, although I've only now gotten over the addiction for the first one. I'm like, I mean, that's how you know when someone who actually knows games while they're actually talking here, like.
Yeah.
Unless she was reading off a teleprompter, I don't think she was. It didn't sound like it.
It doesn't sound like she was there.
Oh, really? I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, game announcements, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got a mixture of things here that like I'm personally interested in, and then some things which I thought were interesting in general.
We're just kind of odd, yeah.
Because the first thing I'll talk about is the Witcher 4 announcement, which I wouldn't have even talked about otherwise because it has nothing to. Like, I don't know anything about Witcher 4.
Yeah,
what really got to me, and what I haven't seen anyone talking about, is down the bottom when that trailer started. It said it's rendering on an unannounced NVIDIA card.
Did it?
Yeah.
What is? How?
No one else spotted that? Like, is no one going to talk about the fact that it's running on an unannounced NVIDIA card? Like,
I didn't even notice that myself. Where is that shown?
It's like right at the start of the trailer for The Witcher 4. Like down the bottom.
Oh, it must not be in the video I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
They may have cut that little.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, excuse me?
What? Yeah.
I wasn't even bothered by the rest of the trailer. I didn't know that there was a, what's her name was the main character in the third game, therefore I thought they'd honestly made Geralt a different person or something. I was very confused.
I know almost nothing about witches.
Yeah, neither do I. I had to confirm it with our brother afterwards. I was like, who's this person? I have no clue who this is. Who's the Witcher? He's like, oh, she's like the other main character of the third game. She's training to be a Witcher. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense. I have no clue. Apparently there's a lot of people who don't know, which tells me they like, I don't know, they probably didn't play the third game if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, I think her name's like Cyril or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun fact. No one has a video card. No one else is going to talk about that. I'll do it.
Just... it's in its own little realm, I guess. I don't know.
And then, big one for me, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's coming to PC. I mean, I knew it was going
Yay.
to. I was like, yay. Very
Yay.
happy.
Big yay.
Catly.
What
Is that one that
is
piqued your
happening?
interest?
That's all I have to say is what is happening?
That is one that very much piqued my interest, if that's any consolation.
Oh yeah.
I saw it and I'm like, what? Fluffy, I
It
don't
looks
know
like
how
a
it's going to run on
4-player
the
game.
Switch.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
How is this going to run on the Switch?
They got some fluffy cats there. I don't.
Cats. Yeah, I know there was oh, there was I didn't write it down. There's like a trailer for like it was like, what's he called, Dave the Diver or something?
Yeah.
Like, is it another game or DLC or what?
DLC,
DLC, okay. I have no idea.
I believe.
This is too many things. And then Outer Worlds 2 trailer.
Yeah.
No comment?
Not really.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah.
For-
I still
for-
need to, cause like I've barely played the first game, so I can't say much about it.
However you want to play the first game.
Yes, but I have too much stuff to go through.
Oh my god. I must say though, the trailer was hilarious. I thought it was great. Oh golly. There's another game. I'm going a little bit out of order because I'm finding more things as I'm going through the Game Awards stream as well.
Yeah.
Kiora, I think it's called. Kiora?
Yeah.
It was literally Terraria.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought the same thing.
I was like, okay, Terraria, hi. What are you up to? Oh my god, I thought that was hilarious. Split Fiction? Split Fiction.
Split Fiction?
Yeah, did you see it?
Sorry, I'm like
It's
looking.
the new one made by people who made It's Take Two.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where they're like in the different books and things like
Yeah.
that. Or like the different, simulations. I mean, it looks really neat.
It does, yeah.
It's a really interesting idea. To be honest. And then like later on they announced, the people who made Overcooked announced a very similar looking game. Which I thought was hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, Steel Hunters. Did you see that one?
Sorry, I've got to like go through the video I have up to find like the timestamps and then look at them because it's been.
Oh,
a
you've actually
while
got one with
since
timestamps?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm simply going through the actual live stream, the official one.
No.
I'm like trying to find my way through.
The timestamps in the comment section. It's not like actual one.
Oh, okay. That's
Anyway, yeah, I found it.
Yeah, Steel Hunters. I think it looks neat. Not even gonna lie.
It definitely does. It looks pretty interesting.
As soon as I found out it was made by the same people who made World of Tanks and stuff like that, I was like, excuse me, they can make a game that looks like this?
Wow.
Like, I liked World of Tanks back when I used to play it. Like,
I think it makes sense though. Like if you look at it, it's got.
it
pretty
looks
similar-
like a robot World of Tanks game.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really neat. I was very, very confused. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's neat. It looks good. It gives me very much like Transformers vibes.
It does.
Very Transformers vibes.
It really does look like.
Oh golly. I think I must point out first before we go any further, there was like an award for like the community member or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was really nice to see. That's all I say.
Oh.
He was like someone who's helping people who lost a lot of their jobs in the gaming industry
that's
recently.
nice.
This year, because that's been happening a
Yeah.
lot recently, which is not good.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's Steel Hunters. Finally, I finally got up to it. Yeah, it looks good. What is it running on? Because there's a lot of things happening on screen on Steel
I don't
Hunters.
know.
And it's running quite smoothly by the looks of it. Therefore, yeah,
Yeah, it's real nice looking.
it does look real nice looking. I don't know. I might play that one in the future.
Why does that look like a Covenant ship?
Sorry.
In the top corner on the left, in like the last scene bit.
Yeah, I think I noticed that about one of them.
Stick up in his ship.
Oh golly. Yeah. Anyway, what else did I say?
What's next?
Black Frost.
Okay, let's see if I can find it.
I have a bit of a story behind this one.
Oh yeah?
Wherever it is.
I found it.
Come on. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? This looks like The Long Dark.
Yeah.
And it kept
it's
going
The Long
through
Dark
it, and I'm
too.
like, this is a lot like The Long Dark.
Yeah, that's why when I saw it, I was like, this looks interesting.
Like, out of all games, I was like, this looks a lot like The Long Dark. Something iffy's going on here. And then it said Black
They
Frost, and I was like,
revealed it was The Long
oh,
Dark
maybe it
too,
is
and I
pretty
was like, oh,
unrelated.
yeah.
And then it was like The Long Dark too. I'm like, excuse me.
What do you know? Yeah. Man, The Long Dark was such like a weird, like, out there, but like unreasonably good game.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, it's The Long Dark too.
Because like I think it was those little wolves that gave it away for me.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, I've seen them before.
Oh, yeah, because he said like it's like one of the best looking games he's ever seen or something like that. I'm like, huh. Okay.
Yeah, what do you know?
Makes sense. Long Dark is a really nice looking game. Looks very different to the first Long Dark as well, though. Like, in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. Like, the first Long Dark was very much into that basic survival, like,
Yeah.
stuff. This looks like it's a lot more, like, I guess
It looks like it
story-based.
has more of a story, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think the flare and the wolf things gave it away, where I was like, ha.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah, no.
Because they look the same.
Yeah, I was like, it was really, like, throughout the whole trailer, I wasn't convinced it was The Long Dark. I was like, this looks like The Long Dark.
Like, I've seen that before.
And then I was like, this is The Long Dark. What a surprise.
Finally, out of nowhere. After years.
Oh, God. Anyway, I think Arid, I think I've got written down here.
You could go find it again. Where is it?
It's there somewhere.
Why can't I find it? I can't find it.
It's another one of your generic looking anime games.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is.
Yep.
I like the look of this game.
It looks like Xenoblade.
Do have a big problem though.
What's that?
There was a lot of Bandai games shown off here, right?
Yeah.
None of them are Scarlet Nexus 2.
No.
Makes me
Hey,
sad.
the first game for Scarlet Nexus was a really big game, though.
Sorry?
What if the second one also is?
Like the size of Scarlet Nexus, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, probably. I was just simply saying, there's no mention of a
Either
second
that
Scarlet
or
Nexus.
we'll just be holding out hope for the next 20 years and it'll just not exist.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway, yeah, Arid looks really good, to be honest.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
does.
is it multiplayer? Because
I have no idea.
it might replace Blue Protocol in our hearts.
Yes. Please, we need a replacement. We're over here crying. Like,
Blue Protocol never came out, and we're yet to have one like it. Oh golly. Yeah, Arid, it looks good. I like the look of it.
yeah.
For the most part. A lot of generic anime stuff though.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is hard to make stuff that looks different in an anime style.
Yeah, like you've got things like I'll say it again, Scarlet Nexus, where like I think the style, like not necessarily the character style, like their outfits though match like the really techno style
Yeah.
of the world. Like that's something that
Like that, yeah, you can make it different there. But like when it's like an actual like regular old fantasy. You know, they're all gonna look similar.
they're all exactly the same.
There's not much you can do to change that.
Like, you can't tell whether it's Genshin Impact or Rad or Blue Protocol. Like, they're all exactly the same.
Looks half like the second game for Xenoblade.
Yeah. Oh golly, there's a zombie game.
Yeah.
Not being mean to anyone who likes zombie games.
You do that.
Nothing to me. There was a Turok game which was announced, and that is very interesting because that's like an N64 series of games. I don't know if there's another one that came out after it. However,
Okay.
yeah, there's like an N64 FPS. Although this is third person. Interesting there.
Yeah.
Fun fact. And then there's the Overcooked developers game, which I was like, this is Split Fiction again almost. Oh my god, I thought that was funny. And then Okami.
What about it?
That's amazing.
Is it? I don't.
Okami is like as Wolf Link the game essentially.
Oh, okay.
And my
That's
gosh,
cool.
the first one came out back on like the GameCube, I think,
Years
or
ago.
Dreamcast even.
Yeah.
And it's been like a cult classic
Oh,
type of
okay.
game. Like where like a little group of people who play it. I've got it on the Switch.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, you have told me about it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Yep.
And
I
you,
gotcha
you
now.
you can like paint over the world like a Japanese painting
Yeah,
style and all that sort of
yeah.
thing. And then they announced a sequel.
Yeah.
No one ever thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Happy days.
That's good.
Oh yeah. And then I guess the last thing that I've got on my list is that is like the solo leveling game. Like, is my new most anticipated game for next year. Just Sonic
Yep.
Racing Cross Worlds.
That like 3-second trailer of
It's a new Sonic Racing game. Team Sonic Racing was my favorite kart racer. I apologize, Mario Kart 8 fans.
Shadow's the main character now.
Yeah, Shadow's the main character now, it seems. I thought it was funny.
He's got
Yeah.
a car instead of a bike.
Oh golly. Yeah, I don't know. It's look good. I'm happy about it. There's not much else to say about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
there was nothing.
I mean, he did
wasn't
say
anything shown about it.
Mr. Keeley, Mr. Keeley,
Yeah.
did say that he had played it though,
Oh, okay.
which I find interesting. There's a whole part where like Laura Bailey and another guy, I don't even know who he is, came out on stage
Some random.
to talk for a while. You know who Laura Bailey is?
Ugh, I always
You do know
remember
who
her
Laura
name,
Bailey is.
but I can never remember what she does.
She was pretending to be like really stuck up on the show as well. Quickly look her up on Mal.
I know her name, and I know her. I do
Quickly
this
look her up
every
on
time.
Mal.
I do this every time her name is brought up. 'Cause she's like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh golly. And then the guy who came out to announce Game of the Year, he was kind of funny as well because he had like an internal monologue that was playing over the speakers instead of him actually talking.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of funny. Naughty Dog's new Intergalactic game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the Game Awards.
Okay. One thing I'm trying to figure out. Why is like Warframe come into existence
Oh yeah,
again?
because of the new big update, 1999. I forgot about that.
Like,
It is. Did you see the Did you only watch the trailer, or did you watch the thing that we were talking about before when the developer came out?
oh, I just watched the trailer.
Oh, she came out and she's like, "We don't even know what Warframe is anymore."
Yeah.
I'm like, that is completely fair. It's a completely different game to what I used to play.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
you can tell it's Warframe. Simply
Yeah,
just
yeah,
based
like,
off
it's
movement
Warframe.
and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that
But,
game
like,
is
I don't know.
has not finished yet.
Because, like, this year especially, like, even, like, earlier on in the year, like, there were, like, a bunch of people just talking about Warframe randomly, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
Warframe comes around like once a year, like once or twice a year, all the time. With like a new big thing. It's like, it's back in the
Like
limelight.
extremely random. Like it'll just come out of nowhere, and then no one will talk about it again until next year. Like,
Oh god. Yeah, it's funny.
okay, Warframe.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, is there any other things you want to talk about to do with the Game Awards?
No, I don't think so. Elden Ring's getting another DLC
Oh, it's a standalone game.
thing. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Is it? Okay. For some reason I thought it was a...
Yeah, it's a
DLC.
standalone co-op game.
Oh.
Essentially.
Is that so they can have it in the Game Awards next year?
They're gonna release an Elden Ring game every year now.
We'll do it until they get an award.
As From Software, do they have a break over there? Those guys, like,
I don't know.
they haven't stopped.
It's just Elden Ring.
Oh god. Like Elden Ring, all the Souls games and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
they had Oh, was it that mech game came out last year that was like really good or
Oh
something?
yeah.
Of course.
I forgot about that.
Oh god, they haven't. Guys, calm down. It's okay.
Give 'em a break.
You're allowed to. Yeah, you're allowed to have a holiday.
You know they
Anyway.
must be working overtime for stuff to look like that and run as well as it does too.
I noticed, or lack thereof noticed, I didn't see any Ubisoft games. There may have been some. However, I didn't see any.
I don't remember seeing any of what I
Therefore-
skimmed through at least.
Ubisoft is not doing too well right now. Other than Star Wars Outlaws, I think is the only other one. Or
Yeah.
the only game that has anything.
Oh, and
to
yeah,
do-
like we said before, Power World got its DLC.
Oh yeah. Oh golly. Anyway, yeah. I don't have much
I
more
think
to talk
that's it,
about that. I think it was a good 10th anniversary Game Awards. Does it have to be
Yeah.
3.5 hours long though?
You know it does.
Because my gosh, even the kids in the audience were getting bored and tired. I noticed. I think it was Oh, was it the guy who made It Takes Two in that? I think he was up on stage having a chat and swearing and carrying on. Even Jeff's like, oh yeah, we're even gonna let him have the stage later by himself. We think that might be a bad idea. Something like that. I think it was him or someone else who had the kids in the audience as well.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Oh,
Those
God.
poor kids must get so bored.
Yeah, I would have been like they wouldn't have even understood most of the games there.
Yeah.
There was one Zelda trailer for Echoes of Wisdom. I saw that. Oh.
I did not know that.
I must say though, I was a little bit disappointed with the orchestra this year.
I didn't listen to most of it.
Oh, like how they did the
So-
orchestra for the
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
For the game of the year. I don't know. I feel like the songs they chose out of the games.
Could be better.
I think they chose them to make them flow.
Yeah.
However,
like-
you use Final Fantasy and you use one of the most slow songs ever, not the main
Yeah,
Final
that's what I was
Fantasy theme.
thinking. Like,
Like,
Final Fantasy has like so much in there, but then
yeah,
like
and then
because I heard
Metaphor
like a
as
little
well.
section of it, and I was kind of just like, wow.
Yeah,
And then the same thing with Metaphor. I was like, for two games that definitely like have very well recorded soundtracks.
exactly.
What?
Like they're not bad songs that they used. However, like they could have used something a little bit more exciting. Like,
So yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I guess they just put.
and then
You know,
they
whatever.
they used Astrobot's main theme, which has lyrics of Astrobot in it, where it says Astrobot, and they orchestrated that, and it sounds really strange.
I didn't hear that part.
Like they have the lyrics. Like usually with an
Yeah,
orchestra,
yeah,
you don't
I know
have
what you're
lyrics
talking
over the top, and it's like
Yeah.
strange, different. Anyway, yeah. What is our poll for this week going to be?
I don't know. Actually.
Keanu Reeves' Shadow and Sonic Generations, yay or nay?
Yay or nay? Yeah.
Nah. I don't know, something related to the Game Awards. I have no idea.
The Game Awards.
We'll figure it out. We'll probably
Is
choose.
everyone happy with the Game of the Year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And metaphors
we'll
wins.
get them to rate it. A to B, or A to D, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything else to add before we go?
No, I don't think so.
That's all good then. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the Try Point Podcast. Thank you for listening, and we shall be back in the next one. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.